Moderation helps everybody feel safe. That's the prompt I just got on YouTube. All right, what's up, everybody? We got the Chinese microphones from Amazon going on. I think there's a reverb setting, which I'm going to try right now. I don't know if you guys can hear this or not. I can't hear anything, so I can't actually tell you whether it's working or not, but I should sound, what's the word? Glorious?
I guess glorious.
Yeah.
Dreamy.
There's no reverb on it right now. I'll probably sound like an idiot. All right, we're switching it back. So, I have a judo competition coming up in not this weekend, but next weekend. So, actually, I think today for my focus, it's primarily going to be stand up in the gi. And then I know you said you wanted to work some lapel stuff. I imagine that's because of Master Worlds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Got caught with some stuff and want to dissect it.
Yeah.
While you're putting that on, I'm gonna go back and double check.
Yeah. Specifically, it was like he wrapped a lapel around your leg in order to get to deep half, but really he's just like using that lapel to attach to like one of your legs, basically.
Yeah.
And he was able to sit up twice.
And I want to double check what that. Which lapel did he have? Near side.
It was the one at his left hand.
Right hand, but
Right hand?
But on
his left hand.
On his left side. Yeah. Yep. And it went under my thigh. It went under my thigh and over his leg. Okay, I know exactly how to recreate that. Cool.
Cool. What do you want to start with, dude? You're going to start with just, I guess, hug. Yeah, like hug around the other person. Yeah, you see, that's the mic. So we're going to, the stand-up game we're going to do. Who's joining the emails here? Let's see. All right, we got Rohit Campbell in the chat. What's up, Rohit? He says, hey, what's up, my man, my brother? What's up? What's up, dude?
What's up?
Yeah, let us know if you got any questions in the chat. We're going to get started. Actually, Rohit, can you tell me if this reverb is working? My voice should sound very echoey right now. Okay, so for the first game, just let me know. So for the first game, we're going to start standing, and we're going to start with our hands wrapped around our partner, any part of their body. I'm just going to do upper body since I can't actually do any leg grabs in judo. And your job is simply to turn and face me and separate my hands. Cool. And then we'll switch if that goal's achieved. Okay, cool.
We will do 3 minutes?
Yeah, let's do a 3 minute.
Yep, let's go. Fingers back.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yep. Yep. Go.
He says your voice is a little echo. Now it's clear. Thank you for confirming. I really wanted to know if that worked. You want to do one more round of that?
Yeah. Go warm up. It doesn't go that way.
Ready? Go.
Whoa. I didn't I'm gonna do that. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Go.
Wait, didn't I just have that?
No, you just
I just got out.
you just got it. You're right.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right, ready?
Yeah. Go. How'd that get over there?
Was that?
How'd that get over there?
I kicked it. What's up, Bruno Kremzo? Looking sexy, boys. Cheers from Zurich. Eco for the win. Hell yeah.
What's up?
Thanks, Bruno. What's up, dude? So what'd you notice?
When I started on the back, once you got your arm over, once you got your arm actually over my head,
Yeah.
that made things, I couldn't like get back to there anymore. So I was trying to like try my best at the end there to like actually raise up. As maybe counterintuitive as that might seem.
Once I got my arm over your head while I was holding you?
No, if I was holding you
Yeah.
from the back or even the side a little bit, if you got your arm in front of my face,
Yeah.
I couldn't continue that way anymore. Like we were gonna face each other.
Right. I think
So-
I'm basically like cross facing you.
Pretty
almost,
much.
like, yeah.
And so on the last iteration there, I actually tried to get my head like higher up on your back.
Uh-huh.
So it was harder for you
For me to reach over.
to reach
yeah.
over.
Uh-huh.
And then from the defending position, getting like a reverse collar tie or collar tie in was really important, especially because you're starting in front. And I was like, I need to get my hands in order to push your head away. But other than that, that's pretty much it. That and like just fighting hands as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Trying to separate them.
Yeah. I realized for me, while defending, like this is another one of the things that people like say all the time, but the whizzer keeps you from going to my back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you like start on my back, obviously.
Right.
But I was realizing actually we were both making like better use of the whizzer in like the second half of that. Because I'm not comfortable like with overhooks because I'm giving you like an underhook. But I think actually the thing that I'm learning from here is like how to actually be more comfortable with that control. And it was also like preventing you from, as I'm trying to get out of basically the lock you have around me. If I keep the whizzer, then that prevents one whole direction that you can go.
Correct.
So then it would just be as simple as like like getting inside position with the with my other arm. And then when you're on my back starting, you're like doing this thing where you're switching your hands a lot. So I'm like, okay, I'm just like trying to keep you from oh, this is actually an interesting task focus. I'm realizing this is common now between both things that I was doing. Keep only making it so that you can ever go in one direction.
Okay. Yeah.
So like when you're on my back holding your elbow, so then that only gives you the ability to circle that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that for sure.
And then just trying to like, then once I have your elbow, using like that grip there, and then my like leg on your body to try to like circle back towards you and like eventually, pummeling and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to do lapel stuff?
I
or
do.
What?
Let's do it. I think for this one, you just put me in it and you just hold me there.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to disengage.
Cool.
Try to like break the grip and get out of it.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to start yet with you like trying to put me on my hip or my hands or anything, but because I just need to like learn how to undo the thing.
So I just hold you in it?
Just hold me in it as long as you can.
Cool.
If I break out of it, we'll just go right back there. Or if you want to switch, I can go on my arm.
Okay.
Up to you.
All right, you're gonna have to tell me like what.
Yep. So you go on your back. And we were here.
I have your lapel.
I had this lapel, and it was that.
Is this?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I need to get out of this.
Okay. Cool. Meaning, what does get out mean?
Get out would be like.
So lapel back in front of your leg.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So you don't want the lapel.
Actually, I think his arm was above his leg.
Above his leg?
Yeah, because I had it like this.
Okay.
Yeah, this makes more sense.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. You just do continuous. I want to do top.
Nice. All right, bro. Yeah, just set it. Yeah, just set it. Oh,
I'm pause real quick. All right, I noticed something key, critical here. What did you notice?
My right leg's really tired.
Yeah.
Things I noticed. I thought the closest I got was when I folded you to your left and like pinned your bottom leg with my top leg. I don't think I was close to getting out, but I think that was as close as I got.
Yeah, there's like something happening.
Where I was like starting to inch my foot away and your grip started to become more taut.
Yeah.
But I still feel I need to figure out like how to break it. I tried sprawling at the end. It did not work.
No. Because with the crossface, you're actually just putting me into deep path.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I have a suggestion
Okay.
for something to add to the game.
Yeah.
I win if I get my back off the mat.
Okay. Yeah, because when you sat up, I know I had to like.
That was the thing I felt was critical because there's no.
Yeah.
I actually now thinking about it, I noticed that in the match, the times that he's able to attach himself to your leg,
Yeah.
is what changes everything.
Yep.
And the times that I was able to like also like that was my hypothesis going into that game was him being able to sit up.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, if I can attach myself to your leg, not only is that going to give me like options to do a bunch of different things, but it's also going to basically make it impossible for you to get the lapel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Okay.
So we can do the game we just did, or we can add the win condition for me. If I'm able to simply just like sit up with my back off the mat, then I win.
I think I need actually even less input from you.
Okay.
To like, because I don't even know like which way I need to go to break the thing.
Okay.
Let alone trying to like keep you from taking your back off the mat. I feel like that would add maybe too much too soon.
Got it.
But I do agree that should be like the next step. But I don't even know like what the fuck to do. So
yeah, because cool. Yeah, we can keep doing that. My hypothesis here is that breaking that lapel thing isn't. This is like I have no evidence to support this, but my hunch is that breaking the lapel is not the like the end goal of what we want. But we can keep doing that, and we can like see what happens.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See what happens.
Cool.
What do you want to do for the next game?
You want to do scanning again real quick, and then we'll do the lapel.
Yeah.
Sorry. I think actually a better way to say that is I think breaking the lapel may be only one thing, but I think there's some other goal.
Okay.
Like breaking the lapel grip might just be one way to achieve whatever that the actual goal is in a similar way to where like this is also a grip.
Right.
And like we could play a game that's constrained to where like I guess maybe your goal is just to break that grip. But like you know what I'm saying? Like there's some other goal that
It's less breaking the grip and more untangling my leg.
right, but maybe
sense.
not even that.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's something else. But I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have a question? Is that a question?
Huh?
Is that a big question?
I think is that the question?
Or just a long text box?
Oh, okay. All right, ready? Yep. Yep. There you go.
Not like a wall. There you go.
We got some more emails in the chat. What's up, guys? We got Rohit Campbell. Should I convert from twice a week to 4 times a week for BJJ as a white belt with no stripes? Do as much as you can while making sure that you don't get burnt out mentally and physically. And the only way I think to test that out is to try that and see how you feel for a couple weeks, amping up the training volume. There's a lot that goes into it. The biggest thing is going to be the recovery. So making sure that you're actually getting enough sleep, that you're eating enough to basically fuel your workouts. Making sure that you have like some sort of like strength and conditioning program. That's what I would say on that.
If I may comment,
Yeah.
going from 2 to 4 times a week overnight is doubling the volume. It's like literally 100% more than you were doing. So I'm not saying don't do 4 times a week, but I would say ramp up to it slowly because that shit's intense. And for me, I would rather see you go 3 times a week for a couple weeks and then add a 4th and slowly ramp up into it instead of trying all 4 like right away. But you do you, boo-boo.
Yeah, Matt's a strength and conditioning coach, so he'll never tell you to go from low volume to high volume. He'll make us do like 3 pull-ups 1 week and then 4 pull-ups 2 weeks later, and then 4.5 pull-ups 6 weeks later.
In case anybody's wondering, the reason why is I'd rather you be a mile underneath your max capacity than 1 inch over, because if you go 1 inch over, you get hurt. So better safe than sorry. And if I had any advice for myself as a white belt, it would have been to ramp up slow, because I felt like I was 100 years old for 6 months when I did that. I was just going 5 days a week, sometimes twice a day. And I didn't think about the volume aspect. So anyways.
Thank you, Matthew. The logical caveman, what's up, dude? He also echoed that in a bit of a simpler way. Said do as much as you can handle, which I guess is ideally like the end goal we're trying to get to. Miles with some task focuses. Same position can't you do? Get inside position by pushing and creating a frame on your opponent's neck, shoulder, and armpit. Yeah,
that was my go-to.
It's definitely a method of doing that. Attacking player, task focus to split opponent's legs, objective to stabilize your opponent. I think that's definitely another thing to add in there.
Yeah, splitting the legs.
Yeah, I was trying to mess
Yeah.
with your feet a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rohit says true. Thanks. Absolutely. All right. Cool. All right, let's get back to it. You want to do the same game you're doing?
Lapel, yep.
Cool. If you guys got any questions between rounds, we're just going to keep answering questions. So feel free to drop them in the chat. Thank you, Miles, for your input on the task focuses. Those are always useful.
Cool. Can you go lower on the thing? Because otherwise I'm just good. I think I need even less. Like I need you to like literally just hold me.
You don't want me to do
Nope.
anything?
Just hold me. Just like try not to let me out of this configuration. But you don't have to like try to put me in deep half or anything. Just try to hold this. Okay, let's go that a little bit, okay?
Damn, this thing's a bitch.
That's what I'm saying. The task focus here might be because I'm not trying to put you in deep half or anything. What I'm trying to do is hold on to that lapel grip.
Uh-huh.
And deep half is a way of doing that without you being able to get rid of it.
Right.
So like if the goal is to, then we just need to place other constraints. So the constraint for you needs to like, if there's like too many ways that I'm holding the lapel, I think we need to look at that from like a constraints perspective and be like, I actually am not allowed to take my back off the mat or something.
Okay.
Because like,
Yeah.
give me like the singular goal of holding on to the lapel. There's like
Yeah.
1,000 ways that can happen, right?
Right. Okay. So we need to go backwards even more and say, okay, like next one, you can't take your back off the mat.
Could be that, yeah.
Okay.
So if I take my back off the mat, we have to like reset or like whatever, yeah.
Okay.
And then but now we need to start thinking about like the representativeness of of like what's happening in the thing, which
Okay.
may be fine. Like maybe you just want to see for now what your options are while I still have my back on the mat, right?
Yeah.
And then like the next thing from there might be like, because I think we're gonna very quickly see that if I keep my back on the mat the whole time, like I'm not gonna be able to do much.
Right.
Hence,
Right.
trying to get to the leg constantly,
Right.
which then you're gonna have to be able to like hold me down, I think, while
Right.
you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's see if we got any questions, any emails. Cool. Miles says, anytime of the videos and podcasts, I've been teaching ecological ever since watching you and Greg videos. I've been implementing them for 6 to 8 months. Nice. That's cool. I coach at a British university in Derby, and the great thing is everyone is a fresh white belt. I implemented the ecological training after 4 to 6 weeks. I saw improvement 100%. That's sick. It's Miles Muncie. I think I'm saying your last name right. Cool. Thanks for hanging out and watching the videos, Miles. That's cool. That you're seeing some improvement in, especially like beginner students. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people ask questions about. Is like, does this method of coaching work for beginners? I made a whole video on that, but that's cool that you are seeing some improvement. So cool. Any other questions or comments? Feel free to drop them in the chat.
Cool.
All right, standing.
Same thing?
Yeah. Actually, I think this time I want to do the one where I need to get 2 arms wrapped around you. So you're going to have to, like as a defensive player, you can do anything as long as you stay attached to me. And obviously just no going to the ground or anything, but I'm going to try to get my arms wrapped around your body. Can we do like 4 minutes or something?
Sure.
Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to try to stay connected to me as long as you can. Yeah. All right. Great.
We can switch. I'm okay. I feel like that's productive. Right here. Nice, dude. Nice. There you go. Oh, my wrestling is shit.
Fun.
That was frustrating.
Miles says, what has been the toughest thing for you in teaching ecologically? From my perspective, I've only like taught like a handful of classes, and then we do these like group sessions and everything. And the main thing actually that I had difficulty with from my side was actually just figuring out like the structure, like how to do everything within an hour, with like a lot of different people of different levels and stuff. And it really wasn't so much about the ecological approach, but rather how you coach a class in general, like being a good coach and like structuring the class. So it didn't really. I don't think there've been many like hiccups just from the ecological approach side, just because I don't know. I think that part's actually like pretty straightforward. That's just me personally. I don't know. Have you had any?
No, I think
Water too while you're talking.
logistics is often the most challenging thing. If anybody out there is listening, can you teach me how to wrestle? I feel like stand up and leg stuff are the two like gaping holes in my game.
Yeah, I think it's just
I'm just
a
not
side effect of like not training like that at all.
right.
Until, like,
Yeah.
now.
Right. Yeah, I've like become so accustomed to pulling guard, or I guess I don't know. Maybe it's like I find myself getting ankle picks and single legs a fair amount, but I think that's more in the completely unconstrained version of the game where they don't know what I'm trying to do and I don't know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Versus here, where like I'm trying to get my hands to your legs and waist or whatever. It definitely makes things way harder. But I feel like I guess if I can get it here, then I can get it against anybody who like doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Actually, here I'm wondering like maybe even like I think what we're trying to figure out how to do is like because we might need to actually just start setting like limits. Like at one point we were just like, okay, let's switch or whatever, and then I went back to doing it. And I think like actually an ultimate end goal might be where it like neither one of us can actually get hands wrapped around without adding or without removing like some kind of constraint, right?
Okay.
But actually here there's nothing saying that you can't fake like so
Right, but like I'm not gonna
right,
pull guard.
you can't actually pull guard, but like we could add like a constraint where like either you pull guard or or get hands wrapped around the body or something.
Right.
But what I was gonna say is I think like the important thing here, like the thing that I'm focusing on in this game is like inside position and closing distance. Like the entire time, it's literally just like inside position, close distance, inside. But like, there's no, I don't care about what those grips are or where my feet are. Like that'll probably come back to bite me in the ass. Like as I'm going forward the whole time, like I'm gonna get thrown a lot in that direction probably against like judo people. But I think the more important thing is focusing on like what are the what do you have to do in order to get as close as possible to them. I think.
Right. Yeah.
At least that's what I'm thinking.
No, it makes sense. It's what you're doing. Yeah. I feel like I'm on the border of, what is it, red and yellow?
Yeah.
I'm on the border of red and yellow. I'm like touching yellow.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is uncharted territory for me.
Yeah. The thing I'm feeling when you're trying to do it to me is that I think like we just get stuck in a loop of trying to do moves or something. I'm not saying that like, that's necessarily your intention, but it's like very clear to me. You're like, you'll hold something and you'll be holding it for a while. And I'm like, okay, he's going to try a move. Right. So it's like, then I just get ready for like whatever the move is.
Right.
Or that's how it feels to me. I don't know what your intention is.
My intention is to get you to move in a certain way that opens up an avenue. I suppose I'm doing that more from the outside, whereas you're doing it from the inside.
Got it.
Like if I can isolate an arm and I can make you step one way, then I feel like I'll have access to the side.
Got it.
It's not necessarily that I'm like trying a move. It's more so like, okay, how do I get him so his arms are on this side and his side is exposed?
Okay, you're trying to go behind the elbows.
I'm trying to go behind the elbows.
Got it. Okay.
Instead of under the.
I'm going under the elbows. You're trying to go behind that.
Right, and so that is proving difficult, especially with the gi grips. Is like very challenging. So
got it. Okay.
I think I need to change my approach.
Got it.
I did notice that you seemed to get a little worried when I like swam over and under that and got the underhook. There was a moment there where I felt you were like, oh shit, need to back out here.
When we were like going that way. I can't
remember which way we were going, but you had the inside position and I had the grip on the collar and I was like, fuck, I need to get under this. And so I like let go and I did like a big swim under and around. And then there was a moment where I had a pretty deep underhook and I could sense the tension rise. You were like, shit, like you need to get out of here. And then you fought back, you swam back in and then I
because you were closer to me.
Right.
And your hands were closer together.
Yeah. And so I definitely felt that. And that was like that was a light bulb moment. I was like, oh, okay, there's something here that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think probably in that moment I just felt you close distance on me. Like you were closer to me in a way where like you could achieve the goal, which is to get the hands around the body.
That was the only time I felt like I was in the yellow.
All right, lapel.
Yeah, lapel. And you can't take your back off the mat.
Okay.
And I just want to try to untangle myself.
Okay. Cool. All right, we're going to do another game. If anybody's got questions, comments, or whatever, drop them in the chat and we will answer them. Oops, I almost ended streaming. I can do whatever I want except take my back off the mat. Right. Oh, we need to press the. Oops, sorry. You can start from there if you want more time. Or do you want 4 minutes? You can do 4. Okay. All right, ready? Go. I don't know if there's anything there, but it's better than what it was. All right, ready? Go. I'm just gonna sweat. I'm sorry. That's disgusting. Sorry. Like salt. Yeah.
thought that was my phone. I was like, I'm so sorry.
Maybe.
All right, ready? Go. Okay.
I don't know how well this will translate once you're able to like really move, but I feel like trying to go the opposite direction was helpful in like weakening the hold on that leg. I thought to myself, like the previous 2 or 3 times we did this, I just kept trying to go right, and I just kept going into like a deeper grip, and it became harder and harder to do. But once I started like pushing you the other way, things started to open up a little bit, provided I could get the underhook. Once you got smart and stopped that, then it became much more difficult. But I think there's something there. I actually, oh shit, I think I just had an epiphany.
What?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet. I'm not telling Josh until the next round.
All right, let's see standing real quick.
Standing real
Okay, can we fix the mat?
Yeah. Fuck, I need some water too.
Yeah, same. So I think we got a couple rounds left. For those who maybe came in later, the focus for today has been for me primarily, well, actually only standing. That's because I have a judo competition, my first judo competition, not this weekend, but next weekend. Still a white belt in judo, very clearly. I've been training for like a few months, starting at the beginning of the year, and then I took a little bit of a break from judo to focus on training for Master Worlds, which was this past weekend. And that's actually the stuff that Matt is working on from his match at Master Worlds, where the dude had some lapel guard stuff. He was getting to deep half.
Okay. I have ideas.
Can we fix the mat real quick?
Yeah. Maybe move that one that way. Like
This one that way.
this one that way, like half an inch. Yep. And then this one. Now push that one toward me.
All right, same thing. What's that medieval butt crap? Switch it. Right. Ready? Okay. What did you feel?
I feel sorry that I sweat on this microphone.
Tell me about your feelings, man.
I feel like I did a better job of fighting for inside position there.
Yeah.
That was like my only goal. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't care about anything else. Like, if I find myself on the outside, just get fucking inside.
Yeah.
And I felt I made it way harder.
Yeah.
Harder for you. And even though I didn't get to the hip, or I didn't get my hands connected, I felt like I was closer than I was in the previous round.
Yeah, you made me have to I kept having to move a lot more. I was like defending a lot more than I could.
Yeah.
Like just kind of hold.
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have figured that out. Drilling double legs.
Yeah. So I figured something out for myself, which is a completely different task focus. And I don't know if you could tell I was doing this, but all I was doing the entire time was trying to keep your head away from me. That was my entire goal, like towards the end there, and
Yeah,
it changed it completely.
I felt that. Yeah, I couldn't get my head connected to your chest or anything, and that was very frustrating.
Yeah.
But
so I think what I was doing instead of thinking about fighting for inside position or doing anything, all I was doing was trying to put my hands and arms in places that kept your head away from me.
Sense. Yeah.
Yeah. That actually felt a lot more like Muay Thai.
Okay.
And I suddenly felt very comfortable because I was like, if I can just keep his head away from me, he's not going to be able to
clinch or
close distance.
Yeah, it stands to reason because the body goes where the head points.
Yeah, exactly. And I think by virtue of what I felt for myself was by virtue of attempting to keep your head away from me, all of the other stuff naturally happens, like inside position, all that kind of stuff, because you have to get in there to get to the head and everything.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm also worried about whenever I do standing engagements, I'm always worried, not specifically, but I'm always worried about getting headbutted in the teeth.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, if I can just not get headbutted in the teeth, I can just do that by keeping the head away.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
All right, lapel.
Lapel.
Do you have time?
I have time for one more.
Okay.
And then we do lapel. All right. Wish me luck.
Hold on, echo.
Near, far, wherever
That was right on the note. The C sharp.
Back off the mat or back on the mat?
First half back on the mat.
Okay, just tell me when I can
Yeah.
keep the back off. All right, ready?
I was like, fuck this.
It's the worst. I think the defense for this is don't get there. Okay.
I just realized like this whole position is just the dental floss position.
Yes.
This is just
That's
Bernardo Faria.
That's exactly what I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally just that. Hence, but he's just like he's happening to like feed up. This is Bernardo Faria's entire game. I think we just didn't connect it because we were like, oh, he's doing some weird lapel shit, but it's literally just because he's feeding the dental floss like from here.
And I'm on my feet instead of on my knees.
Yeah, which is the same exact position you'd be in if somebody fed it from like the knee slide, which is where we typically see people feeding the dental floss and they just stood up. Same exact fucking
And
shit.
that was the epiphany that I had. I was like, this is literally just that.
There's no like weird lapel shit. Bernardo Faria has been murking people with this since
forever.
1942.
Yeah. That is the exact epiphany that I had, and I think you also had it probably around the same time because
you
I
weren't
had it
letting me
right
go the
after
other
you
way.
had it, yeah, I had it right.
I was like, fuck, he's not letting me go to the left anymore.
Yeah, I started like kneeing you in the
Yeah.
thigh, like.
So I had to like, but that was good because I had to like find different ways of getting you to let me go that way.
Yeah.
Smashing the face one way,
Yeah.
using my other hand to like pin the knee or any other configuration.
This was, I think at the very beginning when I was like, I don't think the goal is necessarily to break the lapel grip. I was like, there's some other goal. I think like the fact that this has been elucidated.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that word. As like, as
Someone
like a
pump his
position
tires.
that we're already like familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're like, now it helps us kind of link back, sort of like maybe like what to focus on, because there's ways to like get
Yeah.
past and like do other things besides just like try to break the.
Yeah. Yeah. That was really useful. That was fun. I'm glad that we did that because that gave me a whole new, I feel like I have a whole new understanding of just the dental floss position because of this like way that the guy entered. It's like unconventional by my own standards, right? Like,
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking now is because if we go to that position, this goes back to because I kept encountering this position. I can't remember if it was with not Felipe, maybe somebody else,
probably
but
Ryan Romero.
it might have been Ryan. There's like a few people like at CTA who kept doing it to me, so they would get we would get here. Like the other way, yeah. And the entire game from here. Sorry. The entire game from here was me keeping their shoulders pinned to the mat. Yeah. The entire thing, which I think that might have been where my hunch came from of like when we're here. Like if you're able to attach to my leg, it's a lot of problems. Right. And that's why I was like, okay, I think the entire game here is actually for the top person to keep the bottom person down.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's what I was saying at the beginning. And all of your problems that came from that guy was when he was able to sit up at all.
Because then I had to like,
Yeah.
I had to reciprocate, and in reciprocating, he was
You're closing distance on him.
right, and then he was,
and then he's getting under there. Yeah.
yeah.
So I think the entire thing, which you were doing when I had the dental floss in like the knee slide position, you were keeping me down, right? But I think the entire thing, because that goes back to like every single one of these passing positions that we get in, where Greg Satters talks about passing is pinning. Like I'm still pinning you here. I'm just pinning you, but I have a secondary goal, which is also to get past your legs and arms so that it's easier for me to pin you and attack you, right? But no matter what I'm doing as I'm passing, I'm pinning. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh shit, my eyes feel so open.
Yeah.
Wow.
From where did you get those mats? Okay, so Rohit said, where did you get those mats?
These are Fuji mats, and I bought them secondhand from CTA a long time ago, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, Karatari Academy, which is down the street over there. DSC 1899 says, is this stand-up training for judo comp? Judoka don't grip this way. Exactly. Yeah. Cool. And yeah, the answer is yeah, that is for judo competition. And the second answer is yes, judoka do not grip that way. That is indeed true. Cool. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I think that's it for the chat. I think that's it for training. Any closing thoughts?
No, that was fun. It was not fun, but it was fun.
No.
I learned.
Yep.
I feel a little bit better than I was when I started. So
perfect. Robot Factory says hello right before we sign off.
Hello.
What's up, Robot Factory?
Goodbye.
Thanks for jumping in. We're about to leave right now, but if you guys have any comments, any questions, whatever, feel free to drop them in the comment section on the replay of this video. And we'll see you guys probably in several weeks because you're going to Greece.
I'm going to Greece. So sadly, I will not be training.
Yep.
But we'll get a few sessions in before Sacramento Open.
Cool. All right. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.